Hey guys, welcome back to my art channel. Today I'm going to share you one of the ugliest sketches I've ever designed. You may be wondering to yourself that what the hell is she doing that? Why is she sharing us her ugly and bad piece of her work? This is why I'm exactly that person who is always emphasizing on the importance of not being perfectionist. Avoid perfectionism is what I've been dealing with in recent couple of months ago, and I can see its results. I can see its results in my art process. So stay tuned. Many people think becoming a good artist is about talent or inspiration. But the truth is, it's about resilience. Yes, you keep going even when your drawing sucks. You return to the sketchbook even when you hate your last page. I know it a lot. That's what separates those who grow from those who give up. Becoming an artist isn't about learning how to draw better. It's about learning how to not give up when things look bad. This sketch felt like a failure, and honestly, it still kind of does, but I kept going anyway. There's this myth that real artists always make beautiful things, but that's not true. Real artists are just people who didn't quit after making a mess. This path is bumpy, it's slow, but every time you choose to turn the page instead of tearing it up, you grow a little stronger as an artist and as a person, of course. Now, let's mention the most common struggles for artists, especially those are beginners or even intermediate artists. Number one is feeling like their art isn't good enough. Number two is perfectionism and fear of messing up. This is the worst one, I believe. Number three is the art block and creative burnout. And number four is not knowing where to start or what to focus on. Number five is comparing progress to others. Tell me in the comments which one is your current struggle in your art journey. I've recorded many videos related to some of these factors, and I will add the links in the description so you can just go to that videos by click after watching this one. Okay, let's get back to this ugly sketch. As you can see, I'm somehow frustrated and I have no idea what I'm doing, but I try to stay committed to my beliefs as not to be a perfectionist person in art. I was frustrated, nothing looked right, but I remained myself. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be existed. Ugly drawings are part of the growth. All the new thing parts of this sketch are just coming to my mind without any purpose. I'm not proud of that. I just try to stick to my imagination, not to escape from this one, or not to throw it away. And I know it's not perfect, but I tried to do my best, and still I wanted to stay focused on the progress. You shouldn't forget that your sketchbook is a place for yourself, is your private art spot. It doesn't have to be shareable. It doesn't have to be something to be able to be shared. Yes, on social medias, you can screw everything up. You can let your creativity flow, and it's into pages. And it's really important not to forget this point. But if you're feeling overwhelmed with your sketchbook because you've been obsessed with it so far, it's okay. You can start over. You can pick a new sketchbook with all new chances and opportunities to show your expressions and be yourself. Feel free and feel safe to make any game you want on your pages. I think every artist has that moment when a drawing looks bad and we feel like giving up. But what if we didn't? What if we paused, looked closer, and gave it a second chance? The tip I want to share is this: bad art isn't useless. It's honest, and honesty in sketchbooks often leads to better ideas than perfect drawing ever could. Okay, let's get back to those struggles I mentioned earlier. Number one was feeling like their art isn't good enough. I think this looks so bad. I can't show this to anyone. Why can't I draw like them? These are some statements that come to our minds when we are a beginner artist, and it's so natural. Don't blame yourself if you have these such negative thoughts on your mind. One of the main reasons that leads to this sort of thoughts is comparing yourself, especially online, with other artists. You have no idea about the behind the scenes, and also you're watching their achievements after many years of working. You're at their first days and you're comparing yourself with their year 9, for example. I used to think every drawing had to be great, or it wasn't worth doing at all. But the truth is, no one improves without going through this awkward, messy phase. And take it from me, when we say my art isn't good enough, we often mean my art doesn't look like theirs. But your journey is only supposed to look like yours. And whenever you think these sorts of thoughts in your mind, like, what if I ruin this page? The sketchbook is too pretty for my bad drawings. Yes, it means you are struggling with perfectionism and the fear of messing up. I spent 4 years avoiding using my sketchbooks because I was scared of messing up. But it's just paper, and the pressure we put on ourselves often says more about fear than art. And if you repeat these statements in your mind, like, I don't know what to draw, or everything I try feels pointless, yes, congratulations, you are in your art block period. Sometimes we call it art block, but really it's just a sign we need to pause. You don't have to push through like a machine. Rest is part of the process. Burnout doesn't mean you're not creative. It means you've been trying too hard for too long without a space to breathe. If you're a beginner artist, it's so natural to feel like, should I study anatomy or just draw characters? Or I feel lost in all these tutorials. Yes, welcome to the art world. It's really natural to be confused at first. All these feelings are caused by having too many options, or no clear guidance, or social media making it to look like there is one right way to learn art. It's okay to not have a perfect study plan, just start with what brings you joy and curiosity. You'll build direction over time. Even when I felt lost, drawing something, anything, helped me feel grounded again. And number 5 that I mentioned was comparing progress to others. This is one of the most harmful one because you will ruin your progress without noticing it. You may think that way, like, I'm 29 years old and they're 19s and way ahead. Or you may say, I feel like it started too late. Stop it. It's okay. There are many artists on this story of art that they have just started their art journey late at their life. Someone else's timeline has nothing to do with your worth. Progress is not a race, it's a personal rhythm. The best artists I know grow slowly, quietly, at their own pace. That's the kind of artist I want to be. Okay, let's get back to my ugly sketch. As you can see, I tried to capture some special features from my ugly sketch into making and creating new characters by mixing different things together, I guess, to recreate it actually, make it better. And these are just some fast sketches. They're not supposed to be a final piece of art because they're just based on playing with my ideas. Those comes to my mind really fast and I need to capture them at a second. Actually, I use this failed sketch as a base and messy blueprint. And from there, I started designing characters and honestly, these new ones wouldn't exist without that original failure. Thanks for staying with me through this little journey. I'd love to know, have you ever turned a bad drawing into something good? Let's share out our struggles in the comments. This space is for growth.